What's going on, guys? It's been a little while. Haven't been on live in quite some time, so I thought I'd pop on, see how everybody's doing, see how you guys' morning is going. Doing some cardio. 8 weeks out from the Olympia. 8 weeks out from the Olympia booth. What's going on, boys? Good morning to everybody. Hope you guys are doing great. Today is a day off, so we're just smashing some cardio. When is the marathon? Got put on hold because I like bodybuilding too much. Let's see what's going on, boys. Justin, 2 back days is helping. Appreciate your words and conversation. I'm glad, man. That's good. Look, it worked for me. A width day and a thickness day. Laughlin 98, how's life? Life is good, man. Life is good. Life is always a work in progress. Looking lean, not lean enough. Good morning. The dog is at home. He comes with me when I train, but when I do cardio, he just sits there and he's bored. So I left him at home with his mama. Podcast we're shooting today. If you guys want to drop some questions, I just put a post up to leave your questions for the podcast. So check out my feed. You can leave a question there. You got your girlfriend hooked on a podcast. That's good. Will I be commentating at the Olympia? No, I won't. From what I know, I'll be at the Arnold. Your prediction on Lunsford, where do you think he'll place in the top 5? I was just talking about this with Paulie yesterday. I think Derek, it's okay. Obviously, these predictions don't mean anything because it's going to be one of the hardest Olympias ever to predict. But if I have to predict Derek, I'm going to say he's between 6 and 10 somewhere. So I think I see Derek. So Samson's a wild card, and Brandon Curry's a wild card. Brandon Curry is a wild card because who knows if he's going to slip, if age is catching up with him, or he's going to be better than he was last year. And Derek Lunsford, because who knows how big he's going to come in and where he's going to place. But I think if I have to, off the top of my head, I'm going to say Derek's going to be between 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. Rami first. Yeah, I think right now I have Rami in first. I do need some beard dye. Look at this shit. Fucking gray. I think I'm going to dye that shit today. France, I love you too. Do I recommend drinking aminos all day? No, I recommend eating all day. And I recommend using aminos when you can't eat. So, like right now I have aminos. I have my Silo 9 because I'm doing like fasted cardio, but it's not really fasted because I'm taking my aminos in. So I recommend it at times like that. Or during your training, if you use like an Intra R3, it has aminos in it. So at those times, I think is best. How's my health? My health is good. Actually, listen, I got a new method that I'm going to be sharing with all of you guys. I'm working with Merrick Health. A lot of you guys might know Merrick Health because it's More Plates, More Dates is co-owner. And I'm going to be working with them on blood work optimization. And I'm going to share all of that with you guys. I got to go for my first lab work in the next week or two here. So I'm going to be sharing all that with you guys because it's going to be really beneficial. Because one of the important things I've always wanted is somebody... I get a lot of DMs from you guys about where to get your blood work done and who can read it for you and who can help out. Because normal doctors don't really know what we're doing. So you need somebody familiar with what we're doing to be able to read your blood work. Merrick Health is now offering that option for you guys. So I'm going to share all that with you guys when I do it, but they're going to help me maximize my health and get my blood work back to normal, hopefully. Will you have a clean shaved face at the O? Probably not. What did you think of the Starbucks girl? I think if Guy is happy, that's all that matters. I just want Guy to be happy. And I think if he's found somebody he's happy with, that's the most important thing. What beard care products do you use? J. Crew beard gel. And that's it. Soap and water. What do I think about Ian's ass? It's huge. If Rami wins his third Olympia, do you think we can start mentioning him with the greats? That's tough. That's tough. I mean, 3 Olympias is a huge fucking achievement by far, but I don't know. I mean, I guess if you won 3 Olympias, you're a fucking great for sure. But then there's levels to that shit as well. You recently discovered the podcast. You love it so much. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. When are they going to smarten up and let me commentate the Olympia? I actually think Phil's going to do a great job. So I think that they're doing the right thing, bringing Phil in and moving out some of the old guard. I think Phil is more in touch with who's there nowadays, and I think he can really bring a lot to that commentary. Hey, I'm starving like a motherfucker. What did you do or eat when you felt insanely hungry? Nothing, dude. There is nothing. When you're hungry, you're fucking hungry. That's it. I mean, if you're talking about contest prep, if you're talking about contest prep and you're fucking hungry, man, sugar-free Kool-Aid was my best friend. I just drank as much water as I could and tried to keep myself busy. I just try and keep myself busy for a couple hours till it's time to eat again, keep my mind off the food. Any new Q&As in the future? If you mean solo ones, I don't know. If that's what you guys want, then I'll start doing some solo ones again. Gonna bring back the Rate My Physiques. Yeah, I've been considering that too, like bringing whole videos dedicated to that. Sorry guys, a million questions here. I'm trying to get to them. Where would I place in this year's Olympia lineup? That's such a fucking shitty question. Because damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I say I suck, then I suck. And if I say I beat everybody, then that looks really bad. The honest answer is, I think at my best, I don't know, man, anywhere between 8 and 12 maybe? I don't know. Samson top 3, Ian 7th. Samson has potential to be top 3. Samson is the biggest dark horse in the whole show. What class is for the most complete bodybuilder? Not sure what that means. Am I commentating Prague again this year? No, sorry. Ian, what's up? 7th, how dare you? Dude, you're 7th all the way back to the year 2000. We've already established this. You're always going to be 7th. That's it. You peaked. How many calories are you at the moment? Not a lot. I'm only eating about 4 meals a day. Protein's at like 4 ounces per meal. I haven't really done the calories. I'm getting about 80 grams of carbs per meal, so probably about 350 grams a day. 4 ounces of protein per meal. So that's like another 30 grams. So 120. So let's just say 150 and 350 is 500. That's 2,000 calories plus some fats. I'm probably getting just under, if I include everything, including like an apple here and there, I'm probably getting just under 2,800 calories, 3,000 calories. Scotland, what's up? We need Paul back on the pod. Paul will be on the next pod. He won't be on today though because he's working. Content left and right. I'm trying. I actually don't feel like I'm doing enough. I'm going to start doing a little bit of a transformation for you guys. So there's 9 weeks left to the Olympia. So I'm going to use these next 9 weeks to do a transformation. I'm going to start filming that and putting those workouts and some of those meal preps and that up on my YouTube channel. What probiotic do you take? It's actually, I don't remember the name. It's a renal one. It's for kidneys, actually. Maybe I'll take a picture of it later and put it on my stories. It's actually beneficial for anybody with kidney issues. Ian looked better than Hunter last year. He was robbed. Ian was definitely in better condition than Hunter. Hunter's got a crazy shape, though. That's hard to overcome. But Ian's a lot bigger this year, so who knows? Anything can happen. I love your merch. Thank you so much. Good morning, Bernard. If you're walking with your friends and you accidentally bump hands, are you gay? Are you gay? No, but I can say that when that happens, I do feel a little fucking something. Does Merrick work in Canada? Not yet. You need to be in the US or have a US address. But they are working on opening up Canada and helping people out in Canada as well. I think it's honestly, guys, I'm really excited about this because I get so many people send me DMs and they're like, can you read my blood work for me? And I just won't do it because I'm not a fucking doctor. And blood work's not that easy to read if you're not very, very well versed in it. It's not a line by line item. All these things interact with each other. So the fact that they have like a coach, pretty much like a monthly coach that you can work with, is really fucking huge. Thoughts on getting any tattoos? For me, I wanted to finish my arm because I have this one on the back of my arm. So I thought about finishing it. Ian is top 6 this year, potentially. Merrick is not Canadian, they're American. How am I liking the new bike? It's fucking amazing. I'm pissed off that it's wintertime now. I got to put away both my bikes for the next 4 or 5 months. Ride my bike to Guy's house. Next summer I will. If you and Guy had a powerlifting contest, who would win? It depends. Can I get back on the juice? Because with my test levels where they're at right now, probably Guy. Thanks for finally getting hostile subs in Europe. We're not done yet, man. We got a long way to go. But you're welcome. We're doing our best to get it everywhere. Did you stop the running, big lad? Yes, unfortunately I did. Listen, honestly, it felt really good, but I just love bodybuilding too much. And I found it really hard to train legs, especially with all the running I was doing. So I decided I just want to look good instead of marathon run for now anyway. Uncle Fouad, how are you really? I'm good. A little stressed. Last week was a little stressful with, the whole Nick situation and Nick leaving, and it's unfortunate. I really like Nick. He's a fucking good kid. I wish he would have stayed with us forever, to be honest with you. But people make decisions for their own reasons, and whatever his reasons, I can't change them. I'm a little sad about it. The company's going to be fine. I think our company is built on the products. It's not built on an athlete. It's not built on me. It's not built on the guys. The guys help get exposure for the brand, obviously, but we're not built on any one person. So I think the company's going to be fine. I'm just, as a friend and as like my own vision for the company, I'm a little sad because I just really wanted us to all kind of grow together. So in that sense, it's kind of shitty because I had fun with Nick. Like when we were out and we were at outings together and events together and shit, I enjoyed being with him and enjoyed training with him and enjoyed, having a bite to eat and some laughs and shit. So I guess I'm a little bummed out that way. But like I said, he's a good kid. He's going to go on to fucking crush at the Olympia. He's going to go on to sign with somebody else and be successful. And I'm sure me and him will be fine after all this shit blows over. My workout partner is a service dog. Same here. Well, actually Paul and then my boy is here. Is Jose going to be on today? No. I'm going to try and get Jose on the next one. Paul's at work. Let's see. Any thoughts on dropping belly fat and getting cut without gear? Yeah, your diet's got to be right. You don't need gear to get cut. You just got to be very meticulous with your fucking diet, especially if you're off. Listen, even if you're on gear, you can't just eat whatever the fuck you want. That's a myth. I mean, you can get away with a little bit more for sure, but you have to be meticulous with your diet if you want to get shredded. Even if you want to get lean, even if you just want to have a six pack and you want to fucking look good, it's your diet first. The gear is definitely a help, but it's not going to do it without the diet being right. Would you rather have a lesbian daughter or a gay son? I just want to have kids. How about that? I don't have any kids, and I probably won't ever have any kids. So I would take a lesbian daughter or a gay son at this point, but that's life. Let's see. Road glide versus low ride. Two totally different bikes. Road glide is comfort. Low rider is kind of more performance, I guess, even though it's not a sport bike. Who do you honestly see being pushed out of the top 10 this year? Let me think who is. Justin Rodriguez, I think was 10th last year or 9th. I think he'll have a hard time getting back into that top 10, especially after competing so many times this year. He's been competing all year long, so for him to bring his best at the Olympia is going to be a tricky one for him. Do I think C-Bum will win again? Yes. Chris, listen, Chris's structure, it's just hard to beat. Even if his condition is off like a few percent, it doesn't matter. He's just built for it, You and Dennis James would be great together on commentary. Well, hopefully it'll be me and Dennis again at the Arnold. Are you on test again, Fouad? Yes, I just started. So I'll be honest with you guys, like 5 weeks ago, there was 2 or 3 weeks in a row where I did a shot every week. And then I fell off again and I didn't do a shot for like a month. And now that I want to do this transformation for the Olympia, I've started yesterday, my first shot back. So I got to be more consistent with it. I fucking hate doing shots, man. I'll be honest with you guys. After 20 years, not a fan. Would you say your influence is bigger than Rami's in the bodybuilding world? No, definitely not. I just think, how can I put it? I don't think I think there's a language barrier because he doesn't speak the language well, so he can't communicate with his fans as well in North America. And he just doesn't do as much social media shit. He's not on YouTube and all that shit. So if I do have a bigger influence, it's only because I have a louder voice. It's not because I actually have more influence. Let's see. What's up? Are you going to get a Tesla? No. We want to see some solo Q&As. All right. We can do that, man. I'll do them on the Hostile channel. That way you guys can check them out over there. Wow, there's a million questions here. Sorry, guys. I'm going to skip forward a bit. James, back on the podcast, please. Yes, he will be. Is that fasted cardio? Yes. Just Silo 9 with my cardio. And I took a Pure caffeine tab this morning. Fouad is dieting for the... Oh, yeah. Yes. Dieting for the Olympia, baby. Would you ever do another live podcast? We might be doing live podcasts at the Olympia. We're trying to work out the booth at the Olympia to have an actual podcast booth at our booth. And we're going to make it a fan experience if we can do it. If we can make it happen, what it'll be is like me, Justin, Paul, Guy, and we'll bring in some fans periodically throughout the weekend to shoot the shit with us. But don't hold me to that. We're trying to work out the logistics if we can build out a podcast booth for that weekend. Would you beat Ian at your best? I don't know. This is a constant question. Listen, Ian's a fucking monster. I think Ian might outmuscle me and outcondition me. I think my physique fits together a little bit better. But, like if you're talking about my best look versus his best look, I think his conditioning would carry him over. Any big athletes in the works with Hostile? As far as I know right now, we're just taking a break. No more signings. We're going to let the products speak for themselves. And, this has been a rough year, man. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough year with athletes. We have Samson. Samson's fucking incredible. And he's really making his way. And we're going to get behind Samson. We're going to push. He's our guy, And he's been with us for 2 years now. And we're going to stand behind him. And I don't have any plans to sign anybody else. Is that to say nothing else will come up? I don't know. But as of right now, I don't have any plans to sign anybody. Why do you not have your proteins in the UK? That's a import issue. So until we start manufacturing in the UK, we won't be able to get our proteins there. Do you have kidney issues from high blood pressure? Yes. If you have high blood pressure, go see your fucking doctor, get some blood pressure medication, and start now, because if you don't, that blood pressure will wreak havoc on your fucking kidneys. Just ordered Hostility. Can't wait to try it. Thank you, dude. Let me know what you think. When's the next episode of Paul's Gay Life? Will you do another 20,000 calorie challenge with Muscle and Strength? Potentially. I don't know how healthy it'll be, but maybe. Do you ever notice a big change on your blood work when you had an increase in red meat in your diet? I don't think I did that kind of test, like there's so many different foods going in that I don't think I did any kind of test where I was like, it must be the red meat. Do you still have contact with Brett? No, we don't really talk, but I know he's getting ready for a show. I wish him the best. He looks fucking great. His latest photo Matt Jansen posted, he looks fucking nuts. So I know he's going to be one to watch for sure. What else do we got here, guys? Any plans on Hostile in Canada soon? Actually, hopefully in 2020, early 2023. We could be doing something great in Canada. Depends. I'm still trying to work out the logistics of it. When am I coming to Dallas? Soon, maybe. I think I want to come out and see Ben. Potentially next month. What else we got here? How's the pup? He's awesome. How was your Thanksgiving? Quiet? Just me and the family? Did you think once he got with Matt, he would leave? I'm assuming you're talking about Nick. I don't think Matt had anything to do with the decision, to be honest. Let's see. Get Jay Cutler on Bro Chat. I don't know if Jay Cutler is... I think Jay Cutler's a level above Bro Chat. I don't think we can ask him some of that shit. Oh, what else, guys? I'm in 30 minutes. I got another 15 minutes here. Today is bodybuilding and bollocks. If I don't compete, but I live the lifestyle, am I considered a bodybuilder or just someone who's into working out? Well, depends on the context of the conversation. If somebody says, what do you do for a living? And you say, I'm a bodybuilder, then that's wrong. If you're not competing or making money from it. I think if you're competing or make money from it, then you can say, I'm a bodybuilder. But it's all in the context of the question. If somebody says, what's your passion? I love bodybuilding, I'm a bodybuilder. Somebody says, what do you do for a living? You can't really say I'm a bodybuilder, right? So I think that's kind of how, depends on the conversation. Do you actually want kids? Wow, these are deep fucking questions. How can I put this? I did until I realized we couldn't have kids. And then I'm like, okay, well, if that's life, that's life. So it's not like I wake up yearning for kids every day. The CDX is fire. Thank you, bro. Pure cluster dextrin, man, the only way. Fouad, just to let you know, you are the best. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Bro, would you adopt? Potentially, I think, me and my wife have talked about it, but it might be selfish to do that because we have so much into the business and so much time taken away from our days with the business. I wouldn't want to, I don't know. That's a fucking really tough question. My mom says hi. Tell your mom I said what's up. Your birthday is the 15th. Yes, it is. Happy birthday, Red Tusk. What else we got here? Samson is a beast, bro. Premier athlete for your company. Yes, he is. When do you take the Pico 2? Well, I don't take the Pico 2 by itself because there's Pico 2 in the Hostility and the Bloodshot and the Intra R3. So when I take my Hostility pre-workout and I take my Intra during my training, I don't need to take the Pico 2. Now, if I didn't want, let's say I was on a keto diet or something, I didn't want to take any carbs in, and I was going to take just Silo 9 EAAs during my workout, then I would add Pico 2 to it, so I could get the benefits of the Pico 2 without the carbs from the Intra R3. So that would be the main time. Or let's say you're doing some type of endurance training, marathon running, cycling, CrossFit. You would take it let's say you took your EAAs in the morning, right? You could add a scoop of Pico 2 to your EAAs to help boost your endurance levels. Have you asked Tom Platz to be on the podcast? Yes, I have. They kind of got back and then didn't get back, and it just never came out. Thoughts on the Canadian Pro qualifiers this year and the caliber of athletes? I think the caliber thing is tough. It's cyclical. Sometimes athletes are fucking incredible and they're going to be top Olympians one day, and sometimes the athletes aren't that level, but that's bodybuilding. The years are all cyclical. You can see it in the pros, you see it in the amateurs. If you come back to Vancouver Island, would you bring your bike so we could go for a rip? I actually want to do that because I know there's a lot of great riding roads out west. So I thought about trailering my bike out there and then doing some riding when I get out there. If I fuck a pregnant chick, is that considered a threesome or child abuse? You guys are so fucked. Who asked that? Who asked that question? Shake and Bake 781. You are fucked up, dude. It's not either. It's not either. Would you ever commentate with Phil if they call you to do so? For sure. Fuck, man. Phil's a 7-time Mr. Olympia. Whether he's a fan of mine or not, I don't know. But if they asked me to do it and he wanted to do it, I would jump on it 100%. You and Guy have great chemistry. Get him to join Hostile. No. The last thing I want to do is get another friend to join Hostile and then have it get all fucked up. Guy is good right where he is, and me and him will remain good friends. What's your favorite flavor of Hostile Pre? The new Peach Burst is fucking badass. A Samson line would be awesome. Yes, it could be definitely something in the works. Nathan Epler is amazing. Yes, he is. Can't wait for him to go into the open and see how great he is. When's the high stim coming out? It's going to be a while. We've put the high stim on the back burner for some more important products. As most of you guys know, I'm not really a fan of high stim, so it would be something just for the market. But the thing we are coming out with is something I definitely am a huge fan of. So I'd like to come out with the stuff that I think is most important first. And we're working on something pretty big coming in early 2023. RBP speaking about Walker's exit from Hostile coming up. I don't think there's anything else to say, really. I definitely don't. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Was making the jump to start your own business scary? Fuck yeah. It's still scary. This is the one thing I realize about any endeavor that you really care about, whether it be bodybuilding, schooling, starting a business, whatever fucking thing that you want to put your whole heart into or your whole life into. The one thing I realize now is no matter what it is, you're always going to be fucking scared. And you're always going to be, depending on the type of person you are, you're always going to be chasing something better for that business or better for that thing that you're chasing. So like when you're a bodybuilder, if you're a real bodybuilder at heart, you're never satisfied. You always want to get to the next level. You always want your physique to be better. You're always chasing something more. And because you're never perfect, no bodybuilder's perfect. So you're always chasing perfect. And I found that in business, it's the exact same fucking thing. It's like, no matter how good you are, no matter how popular your company is, no matter how much money you're making, no matter how many people love your products, you always feel like there's something more you could be doing. Or the things you're doing, you think you could be doing them better. So I was definitely scared when I started, and I'm still scared because I just always want things to be better. Is your goal eventually to move to Texas forever? I don't know. I want to move to Texas, but I don't know if it's going to be like a home that I live in for the winter months in Canada or if it's somewhere I stay forever, but it's still in the infancy stage, so I don't know. Do you ever realize how much of an influence you are on literally thousands of people? No, I don't. And I don't want to think about it because I think that way I can stay humble. I don't even actually think that's true, but if it is, that's great. Do you stress about mixing the friendships with business? It just depends on the person, man. I think what I've realized about friendships and business is you just have to find the right people, and then you can make it happen. The person that you decide to go into business with, if they're your friend, has to know where the line is between friend and boss. And I think as long as that line is clear, you have no fucking problems, right? So I think it becomes more of a judge of the person, not the situation. Who's the person yet to be on the podcast that you're really aiming to get on? Love you, man. Thanks for being you, dude. Thank you, Trey. Who do I want to get on the podcast? I don't really know, there was a few people back when I started that I wanted to get on that kind of declined, that I kind of never got back around to, but Dexter was one that I wanted to way back. We kind of had something planned and it fell apart. Andy Frizilla was one that I had talked to that I thought would have been interesting. There's lots of people. There's lots of people I want to talk to, I think. It's just getting everybody on the right track, right? It was so great when Jay joined the live podcast. He really is the GOAT. You know what, man? Jay is the fucking man. For him to just get off a plane, watching our podcast, commenting just for fun, and then end up jumping on for 2 hours. Who fucking does that? Not even normal dudes do that, let alone a fucking icon. So yeah, I was pretty honored to have him on. Fouad, come back out to Mississauga and train at Pure with Paul. I am planning that. Who's your favorite female athlete currently to watch? I don't know. We just signed Ashley. I think it's Fittest Ash Ever is her Instagram. I have enjoyed watching her physique transform into something that I think will be pretty special one day. So I think I wouldn't have signed her if she wasn't one of my favorites. When is Ian doing the disgusting shake? Probably after his show. Am I going to bring Hostile to supplement stores in Texas? We're already at some supplement stores in Texas. If you want to go to the hostile.com website, if you go to stores, it'll show you all the different stores we're located at. You can go pick up whatever you need. Dorian Yates said on Dennis James' podcast that 5 sets on the air bikes were better than 45 minutes of cardio every morning. I don't know what that means, but nobody can argue with Dorian Yates. More dogs in the future. Fuck, I've been looking at a second dog, but I'm scared to have 2 dogs. I don't know if I want to have that much work. The one dog is already so attached to me, I can't leave the fucking house without him freaking out. I don't want to. But maybe if I get 2, they'll play with each other. I don't know. When is cinnamon cookie protein getting back in stock very soon? Let's see. What brand of brands are you using the leg press? What brand of bands? Elite FTS. If you go to elitefts.com, they have a whole assortment of bands. John got me onto them. They're very high quality. They're not going to rip on you or snap. So that's what I would check out. All right, guys. I think I'm at 44 minutes here. I'm going to log off. Wait, I just saw Guy Cisternino jump on. You motherfucker. Bang, kill, marry. Guy Cisternino, Quadro, or Guy. You fucking cunt. I'll talk to you soon. All right, everybody. Thank you for keeping me company during my cardio. Love you guys. And hopefully see you guys very soon.